Can you see this?
Yes.
Okay. This is Dr. Danny Faulkner, PhD astronomer, in his reply on Facebook to our own Tony, Anthony Riley, aka Sleeping Warrior. Dr. Danny Faulkner. Gravity is a force. Okay. I have 12 citations here that say the opposite. From George Musser, Scientific American, November 2015. Einstein created his general theory of relativity, which provides our modern understanding of gravity with the express purpose of expunging non-locality from physics. Isaac Newton's gravity acted at a distance as if by magic, and general relativity snapped the wand in two by showing that the curvature of space-time, and not an invisible force, gives rise to gravitational attraction. Citation number 2 from Caltech. Einstein came up with the theory of general relativity in 1915, the prototype of all modern gravitational theories. Its crucial ingredient, involving a colossal intellectual jump, is the concept of gravitation not as a force, but as a manifestation of the curvature of space-time. Brian Cox, there isn't really a force of gravity at all. George Musser, 2019. Gravity is not a force, but you can think of it as a force. From their alma mater wiki, gravity is most accurately described by the general theory of relativity proposed by Albert Einstein in 1915, which describes gravity not as a force. From the universe today, in general relativity, gravity is not a force between masses. Strictly speaking, gravity not as a force. From Phys.org, according to this theory, gravity is not a force. From New Scientist, so although the Earth appears to be pulled towards the sun by gravity, there is no such force. From Phys Libre Text, the answer is that gravitation is not a force between two objects, and the physics hypertext book, gravity isn't a force. Okay. Point number 2. This is another silly pseudo objection. He might know what pseudo means. I digress. This is another silly pseudo objection that flat earthers are endlessly repeating now. This is a stereotype fallacy, Dr. Danny Faulkner. For your last claim, if you consult almost any physics textbook, it will state that there are 4 fundamental forces, with gravity being one of them. From the Standard Model, their alma mater wiki. The Standard Model of particle physics is a theory describing 3 of the 4 unknown fundamental forces: the electromagnetic, weak, strong interactions, and not, Danny, N-O-T, and not including the gravitational force. Thanks for your ear. Have a nice day.
So big shout out to Anthony for getting that incorrect quotation out of Dr. Daniel Faulkner. Well done, Anthony.
Shout out exaggerated. Danny Faulkner, Chris Hardy, Jordan Beresford. Know your model. This is your gravity. It is not a force. Please stop lying to people about gravity being a force. It's the bending of a conceptual medium that existed in Einstein's visions that was quantified and exaggerated mathematically and can only be manipulated mathematically, and even then you're changing Einstein's thoughts. It's conceptual. Please stop lying to people about gravity being a force. On your model, it isn't one. On our model, whatever that model might be, it doesn't even exist. You are lying to people, and it's not on. Why don't you set up a victim fund on your Facebook thread, where you complain and bitch and moan that I'm making this personal? It isn't going to make it a force though, is it?